So what we have studied in the last session, we have onboarded all the V edges, we have onboarded all the controllers. Okay, we have seen that our devices are all onboarded. So let me just show you again. So in the vManage, you can see all my 4 V edges are up, all of my controllers are up. Okay, vSmart is showing as up, control is showing as up, vBond is showing as up. Okay, so everything is up now. Now what all configuration that we can do on these devices? So we can create our feature templates, we can create our customized templates. Okay, so here we have all the options over here. So if you want to create any templates, I have shown you in that in the last session also, that if you want to create any device template, okay, suppose you have a branch, if you want to create any branch any template, okay, you can create it as a branch 1, and you can attach a device over here for that particular branch. So if I want to attach, suppose VH 14 to branch 1, I can attach it. Okay, if I want to create an HQ template, I can create an HQ template also, I can create branch 2. As per your requirement, you can create any of the feature templates or device templates. So feature templates are something like child templates, okay, and device template are your parent template, which will be including your feature templates. Okay, so either you can create directly a device template, and inside the device template you can create some the feature templates, okay, from the feature templates, then, or you can directly create, like from CLI also you can create. So you can directly copy and paste the CLI command, that will be good. So from feature template, so you can add suppose anything for VH cloud. Okay, so you can add DC or HQ, you can add here. So you can do it in this way. Now what I have done, I have added few things over here. I have added a router, CSR router 16 and CSR router 17 over here. CSR router 16 is connected to VH10 and CSR router 17 is connected to VH11. Now what I'll do, I'll be configuring BGP between these two devices. Okay, so I'll just duplicate this and I'll copy paste over here, and this will be 17 dot. So I'm just giving based on the router's router number. Okay, so it will be easier to understand. Okay, so here it will be 17, so this interface will be deleted. I'll keep this as gig 2, not Ethernet interface. I'll keep this as gig 2. Okay, so I'll configure IP addresses on these interfaces and I'll then configure. So I'll show you how to configure IP on a particular interface via a feature template. Okay, so how to create a feature template from a particular interface. So now I'll go on, first of all I'll go on CSR and I'll just configure the CSR router. So I'll just rename it. I'll say config t host name CSR 16. I'm just giving a simple host name to understand. Okay, so now I'll say interface gig 1, IP address 10.2.16.1 255.255.255.0. okay, no shut. Now I can create VRFs also if I want to create, that we will see later on, to create a VRF. Okay, or let us create a VRF. I'll say VRF definition. Let us create anything like employees, or let me create something like guest. Okay, I'll give an RD value as 100:19. Okay, 100:16 I'll give. Okay, 100 is the autonomous system and 16 is my router number, so I give 100:1. I'll say address family IPv4. I have enabled address family IPv4. Now I'll interface, router BGP 100 neighbor under address family IPv address family VRF guest, address family, VPN v4, unicast, autonomous system 100, okay, autonomous system is already there. So address family, so I'll say neighbor, uh, 10.2.16.2 and mask, so here we are doing what? BGP neighborship. So what is the neighbor command over here? Neighbor and the IP address of the neighbor. Sorry, we are not doing in VPN v4. Address family, IPv4, unicast, VRF, guest, neighbor, 10.2.16.2, remote AS 100, same autonomous system, okay, neighbor 10.2.16.2, activate, okay. Now I'll go on the, so let us check show run pipe section router BGP. So if you check over here, we are under address family IPv4, we are under IPv4 VRF guest, and we are having this configuration over here, okay. Just give me a minute. I was just configuring the, I configured the router, okay. What I'll do, I'll just add this interface also as a part of VRF, okay. So I'll go into the interface gig 1, I'll say VRF forwarding guest. Now once I add this interface, it will remove its IP address. I need to add the IP address again, 10.2.16.1 255.255.255.0, no shut, okay. Do show IP interface brief, it will give me the IP address and the interface is up. Now how to push the configuration on VH? So either we can go directly on the VH CLI and do the configuration, that's what we have seen from the last 2 sessions, okay. Now I will go and I'll create some feature templates. So first of all, I'll create a device template that will be known as HQ, okay. I'll give name as HQ for headquarters, okay, because my VH10 is in headquarters. So I'll say HQ and I'll go under service VPN. Now I need what? Service VPN, because I am adding additional templates. I need service VPN, so I'll add one service VPN and I'll create one VPN for this, okay. So I'll create one VPN, I'll say create a VPN template. Now it went into feature template, see, it is in the feature templates. Now I'm adding a template, I'll create one template named as guest, okay, guest, and VPN I'll say guest, and VPN ID I'll give it as 16, or I can give it as anything. I can give it as 166 is the VPN ID, okay. Then DNS, next part is DNS. I don't need DNS. Do I need advertise? Do I need to advertise OMP? Yes, I need to advertise OMP, OLA management protocol. So I need to advertise BGP into OMP. Okay, that's it. I don't need anything else. Now I need for BGP what I need an interface. So I'll say VPN interface. Now see, I am creating everything from the GUI. I am not using any CLI command. I am pushing the configuration. I will be pushing the configuration from GUI. Okay, so I am adding a VPN interface. Now I will create an interface template. So I will create an interface template. Now this is what the interface that we will be using for VH. So what I'll say interface for HQ. Now I have two VHs. In HQ. So I will not create two separate interfaces. Okay, I'll create only one single interface for both the VHs. Okay, I'll use it in both the VH. Okay, so as this is an interface, I'll make this interface. So this is default. If I want to change anything, I cannot change it from here. If I want to change anything, I need to go in the global mode, and then I need to say no shut. So by default the interfaces are shutted down, so you need to change it to global and you need to say no shut. Okay, now interface name. Now if you check the interface name,
what about, sorry to interfere,
yes,
what about the default mode? There are two
default and device specific.
Device specific.
I'll come to that that point. Okay, so here what we have shutdown. So globally, see, I want for every device. When I want for every device, the setting should be common. Then I will use this global command. So I want, when I am using this HQ interface on any device, it should be no shut. The interface should be no shut. So when I want globally, the command should be applied on all the device. Then I'll say global. Okay, I'll come to the device specific one. Now interface name, if you check interface name on both the side is GE0/2, GE0/2. So I'll say GE0/2. I'll say GE0/2. Now remember, whenever you are giving the interface name, you have to be very specific. GE0/2. Okay, not G0/2, GE0/2. Now here you can give the description of the interface. Okay, so I'll say device specific. Now why I am saving device specific over here? Device specific means while I will be configuring VH10, I will use the contents of VH10. So it will be asking me I'll show you how it will be asking me. So while I am configuring VH10, it will ask me that if you want to push for VH10, then which configuration you have to push. So what is the description that you need to give for this VH? That is the reason device specific is there. So I'll show you IP address, device specific. I'll not enter manual IP address. I don't need anything else. I'll just keep it basic. I don't need NATing, I don't need NHR, VRRP, I don't need anything else. I'll just keep it basic. Okay, so I'll save this. Now BGP configuration I need. So I'll add a BGP template, and under BGP I'll say create template. Now for BGP template, what we need, I'll just give BGP for HQ. Now here also for both the devices, I'll create a single BGP template. I'll not use two BGP templates. Now autonomous system, I can keep it device specific, but both the devices are in same autonomous system 100. So I'll just go globally and I'll say 100. So this means whichever device I'll be configuring will be in the same autonomous system. That is the reason I am entering it in global mode. If I would have two different values, I would have selected device specific. Understood now why, what is device specific and what is global? It will be more clear once I configure the devices. Okay, now new redistribution. Now under BGP, I'll redistribute OMP. So what I am doing? I am doing vice versa. Under BGP, I redistributed OMP, and under OMP, I redistributed BGP. Add. neighbor. Now I need a neighbor over here. So neighbor address, now I have two devices. So two devices will be having two different neighbors. So I cannot manually write it over here. So what I'll do, I'll keep it as device specific. So while I'm entering the values of VH10, I will enter the details of VH10. While I'm entering the values of VH11, I will be entering the IP, neighbor IP of VH11. So that is the reason I will keep it as device specific. Remote autonomous system will be same for both the devices. Address family, I'll say global, turn it on, and IPv4 unicast. Now don't forget to click on this add button, save. Okay. Now what all things I took guest, VPN, I took BGP HQ, I took interface. Now I'll create. Okay. Now there is no device attached to it. So I'll say attach a device. I want VH10 and 11 to be attached. Attach. Now see, it is telling me please enter, there are some missing contents, please enter the details. So whatever I have selected device specific, here it will be asking me whatever the unique values are there between two devices, that value should be kept in device specific values. Okay, so now I will unique values, the IP address will be unique on both the devices. Okay, autonomous system are same. So what we are doing, autonomous system we are keeping it as same. Remote autonomous system also is same. So we are globally assigning that device an autonomous system, but the IP address would be different. So what we are doing, we are giving the IP address as device specific, that when we will be configuring VH10, I will assign manually the IP address to it. Understood now?
Yeah, so for those fields which are like going to be common for between two devices, those we can give it as global and
yes,
find value there.
yes.
For
So
device specific
yes,
fields, we can
this is only used when we have multiple devices. Okay, if we have only one single VH in a particular location, okay, then you can directly create what, a single template, and you globally you can assign all the addresses. So here we have two different things. So here I will say description connected to CSR 16. Just I am giving a description. Okay, CSR 16, IP address 10.2.16.2. Now whenever I am giving IP address, I need to give what, a subnet mask. So subnet mask will be /24. Interface name. Okay, interface address, neighbor IP. Neighbor IP 10.2.16.1. Interface name. Now why this interface name is coming? Host name is VH10. System IP is 1.1.2.1. Site ID is 100. Interface name GE0/2. Update. Okay, now see, green tick has come. This doesn't mean the values that you have entered is correct. Okay, so let me do one thing. I'll go under the, I'll not apply anything now. I'll just attach device. I will only attach one device as of now. Okay, so 10 dot, oh sorry, connected to CSR 10.10.GE. Host name is VH10. Site IP is 1.1.2.1 100. Update. Next, configure. Now the configuration is getting pushed via the vmanage. Okay, now my V edge is in the vmanaged mode. Now you got a failure. So let us check what is the failure, why the devices, why you got an error. So this will give you an error if name interface name equal to GE0/2. Okay. First of all, why it was asking me the interface name? Edit.
Can you go to feature template and check in interface whether it is given as a global or device specific?
No, that was for VPN 0, I guess. The interface name was coming for VPN 0. Because here I have not given anything. Interface name is globally I have assigned GE0/2. That was for this. If you see, here VPN 0, it was having interface name template over here. So I told it keep it default. Okay. Now let me check. Let me attach a device. Now this is very good. If you have entered something, it will automatically come. So see, it is not coming now. Now hope so the template get pushed. Again a failure. So with the failure we will be coming to learn cannot delete Ethernet 0 interface for management VPN error message. Okay, so I am getting this error message because I have pushed every template via the CLI, but these templates are coming in GUI itself, so I need to add something. So I have configured every template. Okay, so VPN interface. Let me try it in this way. No, it's not working. See, it is pushing the configuration to the device. Okay, so it will take some time to push the configuration. See, you got a notification over here. Your BGP neighborship adjacency neighbor 10 to 16.2 VPN VRF guest is up. Show BGP VPN v4 unicast all summary. You'll see the neighborship is up. It is still showing still in progress, but the configuration already got pushed. I think so, it got stuck somewhere. Your configuration already got pushed. That is the reason your neighborship with 2.16.2 came up. You're getting my point, guys?
Yeah. I mean, the configuration has been pushed, but we have not got the confirmation from the.
Yes, so I think so it is something, it is got stuck somewhere. Okay, so when this comes pushing configuration to device, it means it has almost 99% of configuration has been pushed. Okay, so the neighborship is up, that means the vEdge has the configuration. If you want to double check, you can go on the vEdge and you can check show run VPN 166. See, VPN 166 is there, router BGP 100 is there, address family IPv4 unicast. We are redistributing OMP in it. Neighbor IP is this. Okay, no shut. Remote autonomous system is this, and address family is IPv4 unicast. Interface is this. Description to the interface also came, connected to CSR 16, IP address, and under OMP and I am advertising BGP. Got it? See, success message came, template successfully attached to the device. Got it? Same thing. Now you can do attach a device. Now suppose why I have added device specific template, because I wanted to add two devices. Okay, I had two devices, two different devices, so I can attach. If in future I want to add a vEdge, I can add a vEdge. Now I can add the specific, I don't have to create a new template for this vEdge. Now what I can do, I can just add the IP addresses. Now this is connected to CSR 17. Okay, now I have not configured CSR side, I will configure the CSR side also. I will say 10.2.17.2/24, 10.2.17.1 with 0 or with 0. I will say host name is, now here you can change the host name also. So I will say vEdge. So host name you can see over here, it is showing as vEdge. E is small, so I will just make the E capital. Okay, system IP 1.1.2.2, site ID same 100. I will not update this, I will go on CSR 17 and here I will just configure the router first. Okay, enable host name CSR 17. Okay, now interface, or I will create VRF definition guest, RD is 100:16, address family IPv4 unicast, exit. Okay, then interface gig 1, VRF forwarding guest, IP address 10.2.17.1 255.255.255.0, then no shut, router BGP 100, address family IPv4 unicast, neighbor ten dot 10.2.17.2 remote ASS, address family IPv4, neighbor 10.2.17.2 remote AS. I am not getting remote AS command. activate, what command I gave over here? Okay, VRF, address family IPv4 VRF guest neighbor 10.2.17.2 remote ASS 100 and neighbor 10.2.17.2 activate. Okay, now let me go on the vmanage and push this configuration. Next, configure. Let us see if the configuration gets pushed. Okay, so 99% the configuration has been got pushed. Pushing configuration to device. Let us check here if my BGP neighborship comes up, if we get any notifications, BGP notifications. So BGP, VPN, V4, unicast, all summary. It's still in idle. Could not pick a router ID. Please configure manually. Okay. The vmanage is still pushing the configuration. Let us check on the vEdge 11. Admin. See, my host name got changed. If you can see, E is capital. Show run VPN 166. Configuration got pushed. See the host name. How come my neighborship did not came up? Show run pipe section router BGP. Show run pipe section router BGP. It might be this, it's causing a loop over here somewhere.
Maybe we have to configure interface and VRF system.
We have already configured the interface under VRF, right? To show run interface gig 1. So I think so that, see, the neighborship on this side also went to idle. Okay, might be there is some loop configured, or there is some loop going on over here. So let me stop this. I'll just remove the templates, detach device. I'll just remove this. I can remove the devices at any time I want. So I'm just removing the device. It is scheduled. Came into active. Network is unreachable. I'll resume this link. Where is my VPN 0 configuration gone? Show run. VPN 0 configuration is here. There is no VPN 0 configuration for this. How come? I am detaching the device VH11 so that we can have at least one neighbor. Okay, success. The neighborship should come up over here. Anyways, let us wait for some time and let us check if my neighborship comes up. So currently only one device is attached to the HQ site. Okay, host 11 is not attached, VH11 is not attached. this also went out of sync. That is the reason the neighborship was not coming up, because of due to some conflict in the configuration. This also went out of sync. Okay. There is pushing configuration. See, neighborship is up. So there was some loop, that was the reason the neighborship went down. So actually the thing is, if you see, both the VHs have the same gateway. This is the same gateway. Okay, I have configured it in this way. I should have done it this switch 6 as the gateway for VH11, and in that way the traffic would have gone in this way, okay, to the vManage and all those stuff. Now every traffic is going here. So there is something loop or something getting created over here. Clash is there, so that is the reason they are not coming up. Let us move to the branches. So here we have some switches over here. Here also you can configure BGP. Okay, so this is something autonomous system 200. So here this is autonomous system 300. Now here I can create two different BGP templates. I can create a single BGP template and configure in two different ways. Okay, so can you guys just suggest me what would be the easier way, either creating a single BGP template or creating two BGP templates? What would be simpler, and what would be faster configuration if I want to configure BGP between these two devices? What would be simpler for me, either creating a single BGP template or creating two BGP templates?
Creating single BGP.
Sorry, come again, Bhavani.
Single BGP and device specific values.
Okay, device specific value and single BGP template. Okay, Durai Raj.
Yes, the same. We can go with the single BGP.
So that would be simple, because what is the reason? Because we can, if I want to add any VH in the future, I can add a number of VHs and I can configure the VHs in the same way. Okay, so like if I want to configure this switch, this will be my switch 16, switch 16, host name switch 16. I'll say interface E0/0, no switch port, IP address, or I'll say VRF forwarding branch, VRF definition branch, RD value is 2000:16, address family IPv4, then interface E0/0, VRF forwarding branch. Okay, then IP address 10 dot let us keep it as 20.20.20.1, 255.255.255.0, no shut, Now I'll go on the branch 1 and I'll create a template. I'll say under branch 1 I'll edit branch 1. I'll go under service VPN. First of all, I'll remove this. Here I'll add service VPN. I'll add a service VPN. Now I can add the same guest over here. I can use the same guest, or I can create a new VRF. Okay, I can do anything. So VPN I am saying, not VRF, sorry. So now feature template VPN, I am creating a new VPN. I will say for branch, I create a VPN known as branch. Okay, for both the branches I am creating, I can give any number to the VPN. Okay, I will give number to the VPN as 177. Then advertise OMP, I am selecting BGP as I have done before and save it. Then BGP and VPN interface. So for BGP, I will create a new BGP template, and here I will say BGP branch, and it is not an interface, so I will just keep it as it is. Okay, autonomous system. Now I have two different branches, branch 1 and branch 2, both are in different autonomous systems, so I will keep it as device specific. I can configure router ID. I will go to unicast address family, redistribute, I will say OMP. Under BGP I am redistributing OMP. Neighbor, under neighbor IP will be again device specific. Remote autonomous system will be device specific, because we have two different remote autonomous systems now. Address family, global, IPv4, unicast. And as I said, don't forget to click on this add button and save it. Go to service VPN again, add a feature template. Now this is an interface template. Now if you go on the topology and if you check, sometimes the interface would be same, gig 0/1, GE 0/1. If you got the same interface, well and good. If you don't have the same interface, you can use the interface name also device specific. Okay, so here I will say, now your interface name would be, I will say global, both have same interface name, GE 0/1, IP address device specific. Okay, that's it. Save. Now I have selected the templates over here, update. Now attach a device. I will say attach a device. I will say VH14. Edit. Now IP address 20.20.20.2/24. Autonomous system 200. Neighbor IP 20.20.20.1. Remote autonomous system iBGP we are configuring. Interface name, this is for 512. Host name VH14. System IP 1.1.4.1. Update. Next, configure. Now we have not configured the device yet for BGP, so I will say router BGP 200, address family IPv4 VRF branch. Okay, then neighbor 20.20.20.2 remote ASS 200, and then neighbor 20.20.20.2 activate. Just pushing the configuration. Do show run. pipe section router BGP. Take some time. Do show BGP VPN v4 unicast all summary. Show run. See, my VPN 0 configuration is going because see what I am doing a mistake over here. What I am doing, I am configuring the BGP template and I am configuring all the templates, but I am keeping the VPN 0 template as blank. If you see over here, I am not configuring anything on the VPN 0. So I need a VPN 0. So I need OSPF. Okay, for that I need what? OSPF configuration. So I'll say VPN 0 OSPF. I can give any name. You cannot use space in the name. Router ID. I don't want to give router ID. External extents, new redistribution. I don't want to give new redistribution anything. Area, new area. I need to configure area 0. Add interface. So what is the interface? GE0/1. Add one more interface. Sorry. GE0/0. Okay, two interfaces I've added. Area 0. Save. Now what all configuration I need? I need SSH encapsulation to be on. That all things I can configure. Date. Next. Configure. That is the reason my BGPs are not coming up, because I am just configuring the VPN. See, whenever I am pushing something, it will override the old configuration. That is the reason it is overwriting the old configuration. Okay, see, router OSPF area 0 interface GE0/0 reference by OSPF configure an address or remove the reference. Okay, I need an interface template also. So edit. So remember one thing, whenever you are doing something, so you need to add the VPN configuration. VPN 0 configuration is the transport VPN. You need this configuration. So OSPF I need a VPN interface. VPN OSPF 0 for interface. I'll create a template. I'll say interface for VPN 0. Now I have two interfaces. So I'll say no shut, interface name device specific, and IP address also device specific. Tunnel interface global on, and I need the tunnel interface. Okay, then under the tunnel interface I need allow services global all, allow services BGP on, allow services netconf. See, whatever I have done with the CLI, now I am doing what with the GUI. Okay, I am creating the templates. Advanced encapsulation, IPsec is by default on. Okay, save, update. Now it is asking me this. So interface name for VPN 0, I'll say GE0/0, IP address 10 dot. So for VH10, what was the IP address? Let me check. 10.2.201.1/29. Next, configure. Again it will give me an error because I have included two interfaces, 0/1 also I have included. That is the reason it is giving me an error. Okay. Feature template, I will go under VPN 0 OSPF, edit. Here I will say, see, by doing mistake you will understand how to configure. Okay, so I will just go under the interface, I will remove this, save changes, because that is for redundancy. Sorry?
Yeah. Which one will be better, making the configuration through the CLI or through the GUI?
GUI is the better way. See, because you will be creating only a single template. Now you can use this template.
We can just start adding that.
Yes, you can just add the devices in that particular location then. Got it?
It doesn't need that much technical knowledge also.
You don't need, you don't need a technical knowledge. Means you need a technical knowledge. You know how OSP, you should know.
CLI commands.
Yeah, you don't have to know the CLI commands. Yeah, that's the correct thing. Okay, now I have removed the configuration. Now I am pushing the VPN 0 configuration to it. I hope so it will get pushed. Okay, validation success. That means pushing configuration. That means everything is good. Show run. VPN 0 was not there. It will take some time. There is some loophole in my topology, I guess. So I'll just clear this. I'll just remove this redundancy for the next session so that we get everything up to date. I just kept the redundancy, so if in case I need to show you the redundancy part. Let us wait for the configuration to get pushed. Pushing configuration to device. .2.253. There is nothing. So it will not get pushed because it is not reachable over here. So this was the mistake I made over here. I didn't notice that I have configured via CLI and I directly pushed the configuration, so it overrode the VPN 0 configuration, okay, via the template. So that is the reason it is not getting pushed. So I need to detach the device from here. Okay, detach the device, remove the device from the template so that my original configuration from the VPN 0 comes over there. It is already in wait until the operation completes before executing device config mode. Okay, so it is pushing the configuration. But you understood, guys, right? It will never get pushed because my vManage is not reachable from the VPN 0. VPN 0 itself is down, the transport VPN itself is down, so it will never get pushed. Okay, so you know my mistake, what I did, right? The mistake that I configured over here. Okay, so I configured what? I configured the templates, but I did not added the VPN 0. Okay, I did not add anything to the VPN 0, so my VPN 0 is blank. So my transport VPN is blank, my traffic is not going to the vManage. Okay, so that is the reason everything got stopped. Understood? I'll fix this. Okay, I'll fix this, and I'll let us check in the next session. Okay, I'll fix this problem. So hope you understood what I'm trying to say, guys. Bhavani, Durairaj, Deepak, Aslam.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, so hope you guys understood what I was trying to say, what mistake I made and how the configuration got. So this is, so you can take it as a mistake or you can take it as a study, that if you are pushing something, you need to make sure that the configuration that you are pushing is already there. So if you have configured, suppose if you have configured via CLI something, and that particular templates are not there in the GUI, so you need to make sure that the template should be configured if you are configuring anything via vManage. Okay, so I'll make this thing up, and we'll meet on Wednesday, and let us see later
I
part.
just have one last question.
Yes.
So when we configure the VH via the CLI mapping,
Mm-hmm.
it will get disconnected from the vManage. Am I right? Or?
So yeah, so when we configured via the CLI, okay, it will not get disconnected. So CLI configuration is also fine. vManage just want the connectivity. So now you can see over here, my one VH is showing down. VH10 is unreachable. Why? Because I have pushed the configuration. Which configuration I have pushed? I have pushed the VPN 0 configuration. I have removed the VPN 0 configuration. Okay, from VH10. Now once I go and push the VPN 0 configuration again from the CLI. Now see, I am going and I'll push the configuration again from the CLI, and I'll say commit, do show run. The VPN 0 configuration is still there. Okay, now see the vManage came up. Okay, I'll go under template. It is showing me out of sync. Why it is showing me out of sync? My vManage is up in with the vManage, but the device is not synced with the templates that you have added. You are getting my point? The device is not synced with the templates that you have added. So I'll now detach the device. I'll show you in the next session. Okay, what was
I was under the impression that when you configure the VH manually or your CLI, it gets attached from the vManage on its own.
No. So see, while I configure from the CLI, it will get attached to the vManage. Okay. But what I did, the mistake that I did is, when I was configuring the template, the HQ template, what I did, I attached the VH10 over here. So it had it transport VPN also. I should have configured that VPN 0 also.
No, I understand it.
I should have configured the VPN 0 also, like I configured the via CLI. I should have configured it over here. Now this, what does this means? Factory default VPN 0. It means it will give me VPN 0 as blank. Factory default means blank. It will give me it as blank. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
It took this service VPN configuration, no doubt, but my VPN 0 was blank. Once my VPN 0 got blank, I lost the connectivity to the vManage, to all the controllers. Now once I lost the connectivity to all the VHs, it will, my dashboard, on the dashboard it will show me that my vManage is down, and it was showing me down.
Means it was underlay configuration, right? You mean to say?
Yes, the underlay configuration went down.
there should be one OSPF and in between OMP and OSPF redistribution must be there. Yeah.
Connectivity should be there.
Yeah.
Connectivity should be there.
Okay.
Between.
So what we did is we did the overlay configuration without underlay.
Yes. So I did the underlay. Underlay was there, but via CLI. It was not via the vManage. Okay.
Yes.
So when I configured the via the vManage, okay, when I attached the device via the vManage, I did not configure the VPN 0.
VPN 0, yeah. But
That was my
CLI
mistake.
we did, but in vManage we didn't do.
Yes. I should have configured it via the vManage also. You're getting my point?
That whatever is configured on the CLI on the VH, it gets overwritten once we push configuration from the vManage.
Yes. It is overwritten.
So the once we push the configuration vManage, the VPN 0 configuration was not, we didn't create a template for that.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what the thing I forgot. Okay. So anyways, it is good to study.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, by doing multiple mistakes, at least one time we will learn.
Yeah. So it skipped my mind that I have pushed the configuration via the CLI, okay, on the VHS. So I should create the VPN 0 templates also, okay. But it's better that I showed you all these things, okay. You also understood that how the configuration works. Okay, guys.